12th century England, during the reign of King Stephen, the small village of Woolpit in Suffolk was an unassuming farming community. It derived its name from the ancient wolf pits dug to protect livestock, a testament to the rural life that defined the area. But Woolpit would become known for more than just its fields and animals. One day, two strange children appeared near the edge of a field. They were a boy and a girl, and their appearance shocked the villagers. Their skin had an unearthly green hue. Their clothes were made of unfamiliar fabric, and they spoke in a language that no one could understand. This event marked the beginning of one of England's most enduring mysteries. The villagers were initially hesitant to approach the children, who seemed frightened and confused. Their unusual skin tone and strange behavior led some to speculate that they were not human at all, but otherworldly beings. Despite their suspicions, the villagers brought the children to the home of Sir Richard de Calne, a prominent landowner. Sir Richard, known for his generosity, offered the children food and shelter. However, the children refused every type of food placed before them, growing weaker by the day. Their peculiar dietary preferences would soon add another layer of mystery to their tale. After several days of fasting, the children discovered a pile of raw beans still in their pods. To the villagers' astonishment, they eagerly devoured them, as though they had been starved. For a time, beans became their primary sustenance. As they adjusted to the local diet, the children's green skin began to fade, eventually turning a more natural shade. This transformation baffled the villagers, who struggled to understand what had caused their original green coloration. Was it a dietary deficiency, an illness, or something far stranger? Tragically, the boy did not survive long after arriving in Woolpit. He fell ill shortly after their arrival and passed away, leaving his sister to navigate this strange new world alone. The girl, however, gradually learned to communicate with the villagers. As she became fluent in their language, she shared a story so bizarre and otherworldly that it would cement the tale of the Green Children as one of England's greatest mysteries. According to the girl, she and her brother came from a land called St. Martin's Land. She described it as a place of perpetual twilight, where the sun never shone, and the light resembled the glow of dawn or dusk. In this land, everyone had green skin, and life was peaceful but strange. She said they had been tending their family's livestock when they heard the sound of bells. Following the sound, they entered a dark cave and wandered for what felt like hours. When they emerged, they found themselves in the dazzling sunlight of Woolpit, a light so blinding that it disoriented them. The description of St. Martin's Land has intrigued scholars and storytellers alike. Was it a symbolic representation of an underground realm, perhaps connected to Celtic or Anglo-Saxon beliefs in subterranean worlds? Some have likened it to fairy lore, where the otherworld is described as a dimly lit place full of strange beings. Others suggest it could represent a real but isolated community, living in conditions that caused their peculiar appearance. The idea of otherworldly beings was not unusual in medieval England. Folklore from the time is filled with tales of fairies, elves, and goblins who lived in parallel realms. These beings were often described as having unusual skin tones, including green. Could the children have been linked to such myths? The mention of bells is particularly intriguing, as bells are often associated with fairy encounters in folklore. Some have suggested that the children were taken by fairies and later returned, or perhaps escaped from their realm. The 12th century was a time of political and social upheaval in England. The reign of King Stephen, known as the Anarchy, was marked by civil war and widespread instability. This turbulent period saw many displaced families and refugees, especially from neighbouring regions like Flanders. It is possible that the Green Children were orphans of Flemish descent, their story shaped by the villagers' fear of outsiders and the supernatural. One widely accepted theory is that the children were Flemish refugees. During this time, Flemish weavers had settled in parts of England, but were often persecuted and driven from their homes. If the children had fled a violent attack, they might have been malnourished and disoriented. The green hue of their skin could have been caused by chlorosis, a form of anemia common in those suffering from extreme dietary deficiencies. their strange clothing and language could also be explained by their Flemish origins. Chlorosis, or green sickness, was a condition caused by a lack of iron in the diet. It often affected young girls and was well documented in medieval medical texts. If the children had survived on a poor diet while wandering, their green skin and frail health might be attributed to this condition. Once they were provided with adequate nutrition, their skin color returned to normal. Another puzzling aspect of the story is the language spoken by the children. If they were Flemish, why didn't anyone in Woolpit recognize their dialect? One possibility is that their language was distorted by trauma, or that it was a rural dialect unfamiliar to the villagers. Others argue that their unrecognizable language adds weight to the theory that they were truly from an otherworldly place. The cave mentioned by the girl has also sparked interest. Woolpit is located near several ancient mines and tunnels, some of which date back to Roman times. These subterranean networks could have played a role in the children's journey. If they had become lost in an underground passage, they might have emerged in Woolpit by chance. This theory aligns with the girl's description of travelling through darkness before reaching the light. Sir Richard de Calne, the nobleman who took the children in, played a key role in preserving their story. His decision to house and care for them ensured that their tale would be passed down through generations. It is possible that his accounts influenced how chroniclers like Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh recorded the events. The tale of the Green Children was documented by two medieval chroniclers, Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh. Both men were respected for their detailed writings, though they were also known to include supernatural elements in their works. Their accounts form the basis of what we know about the Green Children, but their reliability has been questioned. Were they recounting actual events or embellishing a local legend for dramatic effect? The surviving girl is said to have integrated into the community, eventually being baptized and learning the customs of her new home. According to some accounts, she married a local man and lived out her days in relative obscurity. Her life after Woolpit remains largely undocumented, but her story continues to captivate those who hear it. Over the centuries, the story of the Green Children has been interpreted in many ways. Some see it as an allegory for the treatment of outsiders, a cautionary tale about fear and acceptance. Others view it as evidence of parallel dimensions or lost civilizations. The legend has inspired countless retellings, from historical analyses to works of fiction. Modern interpretations of the Green Children often focus on the tension between science and the supernatural. While some explanations rely on historical and medical evidence, others embrace the possibility of alternate worlds or extraterrestrial origins. This duality has ensured the story's lasting appeal. The village of Woolpit has embraced its connection to the legend. Visitors from around the world come to see the area where the children were said to have appeared. Local lore keeps the story alive, and the mystery remains a source of fascination for historians, folklorists, and paranormal enthusiasts alike. The story of the Green Children has no definitive answers, which is perhaps why it endures. Each retelling offers a new perspective, adding layers of intrigue to an already enigmatic tale. Whether seen as historical fact, folklore, or fantasy, the Green Children continue to captivate imaginations. Ultimately, the legend of the Green Children is a reminder of humanity's enduring curiosity about the unknown. It invites us to question the boundaries of our understanding and to explore the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. In this sense, the story is as relevant today as it was over 800 years ago. The legend of the Green Children of Woolpit is just one of many mysteries we explore here on Eerie Tales. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales of the unexplained. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share this video with fellow mystery lovers and let us know in the comments. What do you think really happened to the Green Children? Were they refugees, supernatural beings, or something else entirely? We can't wait to hear your theories.